So here's a little question I had. Can you get out of body, astral project, astral travel while using Ambien? And basically, Ambien is just a little drug for people who have insomnia so that they could get some sleep. So we have to look at this like that. There are tons of drugs we can take, and it can even be ibuprofen or little, pharmaceutical things. But there's also like tons of little, consumables. So the food you eat, the beverages you drink, like even if it's alcohol, where you smoke, where you use drugs, as in now you're snorting it and everything else, or like it's DMD, psychedelics, and everything else. A lot of little things can have an effect on your physical body and your brain. And that can also affect your ability to get out of body or astral travel or have lucidity and, like visuals when you are dreaming. So, of course, it's going to take a toll on your body. And it really depends on how often do you take this, how much do you take this drug or whatever you're consuming, or however you choose to live your life. So all of these will have a certain effect on your body. And of course, all of us are individuals, so we're going to have varieties of, how we react to it. But at the same time, some people are like doing drugs, hardcore. Some people are really into drinking alcohol. And there's like tons of little things that they do that, it's just like, let's say, hey, it's my lifestyle. I drink booze, I smoke, I use drugs, and YOLO, you live only once, so like whatever. So there are people like that who will not really give a damn about their body, will pollute it, will just like, let's say, have fun or live that carefree lifestyle. Yet they can still get out of body. And there are tons of reasons why. So let's say taking various drugs or like pharmaceuticals or other thingies will not necessarily mean that it is one reason why you cannot get out of body or astral project. It can have an effect on it, depending on your life. But at the same time, we have to analyze situations. Why are some people able to use drugs, or able to drink alcohol, or able to live a certain lifestyle that to us it might not seem healthy or the best, yet they have a really good out-of-body experiences. And that has to do with how we view life, our limiting beliefs, how suppressed are we, how are we handling day-to-day experiences, are we being triggered much? Like things can happen and then you have to handle like, oh, my car broke down, I have to fix it. Oh, I have to make money, I have to do this, I have to do that. Constantly being engaged in this physical world will keep our attention here. People who are doing drugs and everything else, they have this escapism where they don't care about this place and they don't care about their physical body, and they are just like, whatever. So they have this like ability to let go. And of course, it's not like they don't react to life. They have their own issues, they're suffering, but they're really like, they just chose lifestyle, or like it feels really good for them to just trying to escape. Like, hey, I'm just gonna drink like some vodka or something after I get back from work, and like 6-pack of beer. Yeah. So like it's little things that people do over time a lot, and it builds up and it's gonna have an effect. So I would say like, hey, if you're into learning to getting out of body or astral projecting, astral traveling, and you're worrying about taking a little pill to get some sleep, like you have to look at it. Okay, so it's just one out of many things that might impact your ability to get out. But what is it that you are or you are not doing to get out? Let's say, we have to look at, are you getting enough rest? Because like being rested and getting out of body is really the best in the mornings when you are rested, not at night. Not like a lot of people will try to get out after like the long day. You've worked, you went to school, you've been studying, you've had a lot of meetings and relationships to handle and everything else, and you go to bed and you're like, oh, I'm so done with this world. And you just want to rest. You don't want to get out and tune into another life and have another experience. Most people will just want to drop and be done for a while. So that alone is going to have a massive impact of you not necessarily remembering your out-of-body experiences. A lot of people, even if they take drugs or anything else, they can get out and they do get out, but very likely they do not remember the experiences. And there are like various causes for that as well. One is that, hey, you don't really keep a dream journal. So you don't really pay attention to various details, and it's not of importance to you. Like, For people who keep the dream journal, and of course it's tiresome, it's not fun, it's not easy, but it's simple, like they start paying attention to various details. Their memory gets better. And all of a sudden, every single time they start to fall asleep and start like dreaming, they're going to have more visuals. They're going to have a better perception. They're going to be in that world way more. They're going to become more lucid because they're paying attention to details. So little things, just writing down like, hey, I remember seeing this color. I like, or this sound, or specific, like, like little things that sort of amplify your perception is going to be really helpful. But for those of you who are just like done with your day, you don't want to experience anything else. You want to turn everything off and be done. So if that's the thing, like, just say, okay, I'll practice astral projection later once I take care of my physical body. And good luck with that. Like, we can have various diets, we can have like different lifestyles, but if you can get some rest, which is very important, that would be number one thing. Get rested. And then, life, that whole letting go or not being too hung up on this place, because like, yeah, we do have to handle day-to-day experiences, like where it is your work, your kids, your finances, and family and everything else, like it's important, so you have to handle those things. But if it's not too problematic, if it's not consuming too much of your time and attention, then it means like, hey, you have more chances because you do have time to look at something, to imagine, to daydream, and that alone allows you to shift. But if we're stuck on various things that sort of stops us, limit us, triggers us, we're stuck with this plane. So we're not going to want to get out. We're not going to, or like you want to get out, but you're not going to remember any experience because like this place is just too much taking your attention and time and sort of like keeping you anchored. So there's that. But there's also some people who will get out of body and will not remember any of it because they're beings that see you when you get out of body, and they were like, will see you as a threat. So they will try to push you back in the body or wipe your memory because all of a sudden you start seeing more. So there's like various reasons why that can happen, but coming back, like, can you take Ambien or various, let's say, drugs to get some sleep, get some rest, or like, like little things, just taking care of your physical body, like with like modern medicine and everything else, whatever works, just like take care of yourself and do what you think is best for you. But at the same time, there are many reasons why you can get out of body and many little things that can stop you from getting out of body. So just one little pill is not going to make a full impact. It's going to be things that will build up. So, you're going to have to start paying attention to what you're doing or what you're not doing, what you can do or what you should do. And once you have a clearer picture about your lifestyle, what your goals are, why you want to get out and all, then, it's going to be way more easier to sort of break down where, okay, why is it I cannot get out, or why is it that I am getting out? So hopefully this answers your question, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.